Hello everyone, today we will be learning how to deal with fabric. So start off by pinning all of these in multiple folds at the bottom and the midriff. Once you have pinned all of them around the waist area and the top, make sure to cut off the bottom. Now take another different cloth and then make folds out of this one as well and make it into the skirt. Line the waist area with different flowers and then make a flower for the top as well as such. Now take multiple strips of green cloth and then put one over the other and arrange it in a heart shape. Each time cut off the excess and then mold it in such a way that it makes a heart shape. Take another cloth entirely, pin it up at the top and then at the mid as well. Ruche the bottom as such so that you can stick it together. Make it a thin sleeve and then cut off the excess that is covering the heart. As for the bottom skirt portion of it, take multiple folds of cloth and then stick them around the waist area. In order to cover the folds, add another strip of cloth. Pin it up at the back. Now you have yourself a heart flared dress out of green. Next, start off by taking a small floral piece of cloth, pin it up in the midsection and the top as well. Make a V neck out of it and then on one of the sides add more cloth to it. Fold it up, make it slightly cylindrical and then cut off the excess. Make a mid-length sleeve. As for the bottom, add a long skirt to it, wrap it all around. Add a little gap in the middle and then add any sort of jewelry or bejeweled item to make the waist portion and cover up the folds where one ends and the other begins. For our next dress, start off by taking two strips and then add it on either side. Now, as for the bottom, add two layers to make the skirt all the more flared. At the back, you may add a bow. Do not make the longer portion come all the way around, but only stick it on to the back. This will act as the extension. Next, we will be using some green cloth. Start off by making a basic bandana as the top and then add some ruching all around it. Add the ruching to the front and then add a skirt to the bottom and then add a small little waistband to it to cover up where the extension starts. Next, take some light blue ice frosted cloth and then make multiple folds to it and then stick it to the top. Make it a very deep cut V-neck shape. Add the skirt in multiple curved layers all around and then add a small little waistband with a big flower to it. And as for the skirt material, it should be slightly curvy so that it adds more volume to it. Next, take some white satin material, it can also be ivory. Pin it up to one of the corners at the top as well as the middle portion of it. Cut off the excess of it. Do the same on the other side, add multiple layers to it and then make a heart-shaped neckline. This is known as a sweetheart neckline. As for the bottom, add a fluffy skirt. We have used a ready-made floral skirt and then this makes it look like it has roses. It adds a lot more volume to it as well. Now take any sort of blue floral material and then make it slightly see-through. Make a V-shape out of this. We have used lace. With the V-shaped neckline, add some sleeves to it on either side. As for the skirt, use larger amount of material for this and wrap it all around. Add a little waistband to it as well to cinch in the waist and then add more volume to the bottom. Next, take some blue material and then pin it up to the top as well as the midriff portion. Make multiple folds out of it and stick it as such. As for the sides, make it sleeveless. You may also make a very small sleeve. Cut off the excess. Make the bottom portion of it a very simple bottom. As for the mid portion of it, make very small folds to it and then cut off the excess. This is what it should look like. The bottom will be very flowy. Use satin for this. Next, take some rust-colored satin material or it can also be silk. Pin it up to the top as well as the other end of it and then make a heart-shaped neckline out of it. As for the bottom, make it different lengths in the front and then a different length at the back. Add multiple layers to it as such. Thank you for watching.